What it do, YouTube? Your boy LTD back with another video, and today I'm gonna be checking out WrestleMania Disaster. Liv Morgan injury. Oh boy. CM Punk went off script. Ex-WWE champion arrested. Wrestling news. Now WrestleMania, he do got some dope content. I ain't gonna lie. I'm already subscribed to him. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him as well. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting video. He's gonna be talking about what happened this past week on Monday Night Raw, like he mentioned, the CM Punk pipe bomb, and also Liv Morgan's injury. And when you look at Liv Morgan's forehead, oh boy, that is a big ass knot. But he's gonna talk about it in this video. But without further ado, let's get started. I'm finna drop the actual video in the description box. And yeah, man, this should be interesting. Let's get started.
WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Monday Night Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including wrestlers have had enough, so is WWE finally listening? The real reason behind CM Punk's pipe bomb promo, Liv Morgan suffers a devastating injury, the final WrestleMania card revealed, former WWE star Alberto Del Rio is arrested again, Netflix is now censoring WWE, Ric Flair sends prayers out to rapper Offset, what happened after Raw, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists.
Hope this be an interesting one.
Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good. Is number one, well, CM Punk's pipe bomb. Finally, somebody has the balls to call out WWE. And CM Punk opened Raw and delivered one of his most impactful promo in years. Punk would take aim at just about everyone, calling out Roman Reigns for eating dog food, The Rock, and of course, Pat McAfee. The promo was received extremely well and definitely helped further this WWE vs TKO narrative that was present as of SmackDown last Friday. The only thing is, can you call out Pat McAfee for being a MAGA supporter when you work for WWE, which supports MAGA? I don't know, just saying. Number two, the Demon is...
Yeah, man, that was a great promo by Punk, and we all know about CM Punk. He basically has the balls to say anything. We obviously know about his infamous pipe bomb all those years ago, and now he potentially went off script by calling out TKO and telling them to lower their ticket prices. And to be honest, I don't blame him for calling out TKO. Tell them to lower their prices, because the fact that you got Pat McAfee of all people involved in the night one WrestleMania main event is so dumb. And the fact that people are going to spend that much money for the show to potentially be mediocre or not even good. Yeah, man. Punk was right about that.
Back. Now it's official, the Demon Balor character will be returning at WrestleMania next weekend. WWE has even dropped an official match graphic promoting the return of the character. Whilst this is great news, Balor's presentation on Raw left a lot to be desired, and the feud versus Dominic Mysterio has definitely cooled off in recent weeks. Number three, speed impresses.
Yeah, I think they should have waited until WrestleMania to see if he'll bring back the Demon. The fact that they basically announced it 2 weeks prior until WrestleMania, like 2 weeks before WrestleMania, my fault. Yeah, it kinda lost a lot of spark, like, to be honest, because we haven't seen the Demon Finn Balor ever since he lost the Edge at Hell in a Cell, which was a bad choice. I think Finn should have won that match. But yeah, man, I think they should have waited until Mania for him to unveil the Demon. But yeah, I'm glad
The Speed has been one of the most impressive celebrity names that WWE has brought into the field. The streamer has a clear understanding of what pro wrestling is and how to connect with people. Speed's work on Raw was once again impressive, and he's of course bringing extra eyeballs to his program with LA Knight. Number four, Rey Mysterio is back. As great news, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio is now medically cleared to compete. The former WWE champion made his return to television last night, and he officially announced that he'd be entering the multi-man contest for the Intercontinental title. Now, there were initial plans for Mysterio at WrestleMania that called for him to face Gunther, but of course, Gunther is now tied up with Seth Rollins, so this is probably the next best thing for the living legend. However, the guy just came off an injury. Is it really best to put him in a ladder match? Hopefully Rey will be fine. And Brock loves Oba.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the fact that they're already putting Rey in the ladder match, even though he just became medically cleared, because originally he was supposed to face Gunther, and obviously Gunther was supposed to retire him at Mania, but Rey wasn't medically cleared yet. So they put Gunther in the program with Seth Rollins, and since Rey's medically cleared, they decided to put him in the ladder match.
It's evident that Brock Lesnar absolutely loves working with Obafemi.
Oh, yeah,
Although
for
their
sure.
segments have been brief, including the one last night, Lesnar is selling like his life depends on it, and he's doing everything he can to make Femi look like an absolute star. This by far is the best feud going into WrestleMania right now.
By far.
But that was the
without
good.
question.
What about the bad? Is number one, no Roman Reigns. WrestleMania
Oh,
42
boy.
is next weekend, so ideally Roman Reigns needs to be on this show. Punk had to hype up the match once again on his own, which shouldn't be the case when it comes to the biggest show of the year. If Brock Lesnar can commit to showing up every single week, then surely Reigns can do the same. Is he too busy with Jimmy Fallon interviews? Number 2 is Io missing Mania.
Yeah, Roman really hasn't been there for that many weeks because, like you said, if Brock Lesnar can show up every week, Roman should definitely show up every week. And the Punk and Roman feud, it hasn't been bad, but not gonna lie, CM Punk has been kind of carrying this feud. I ain't gonna lie.
Despite teasers on Raw, Io Sky vs Asuka is yet to be made official for WrestleMania. This is a major concern as it was one of the most anticipated matches for the show, but now it's possible it could take place on television instead. Sky was a world champion heading into last year's show, and to see her miss the biggest show of the year would be a massive shame. And a stale
that makes no fucking sense. Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll are gonna be at WrestleMania, but not Io Sky. And she literally last year, matter of fact, the 2 years prior and last year, she walked into WrestleMania the world heavyweight champion. The world champion. Back-to-back years, 40 and 41. And now she's gonna miss WrestleMania, but we got Speed, Jelly Roll, and Pat McAfee in the center of attention. Man, can't stand these motherfuckers in TK.
Feud. The feud between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch is officially stale. The sit-down interview with Michael Cole offered nothing new whatsoever, and it's almost as if WWE has run out of ideas on how to present the feud to the audience. Hopefully the two can go in a new direction after WrestleMania 42. There was nothing downright ugly on this week's show. The show ending early and cutting off the Brock Lesnar vs Obafemi segment was definitely disappointing, and Netflix should be allowing for more allowances for WWE to go over the 2.5-hour format. But with that being said, we now just have one edition of Raw left before WrestleMania, so WWE has little time to generate that last-minute excitement for their biggest show of the year. Well, what do you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks like even wrestlers have had enough, so is WWE finally listening? Our top story today looks at WWE TKO potentially reducing the cost of high ticket prices and how CM Punk's promo from Raw last night may have influenced this decision. On Raw last night, Punk took aim at the high prices of tickets, and this came after Pat McAfee on SmackDown ripped apart the fact that WrestleMania isn't sold out. Now, according to a new report from Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer, TKO does indeed look to be reducing ticket prices in the summer months. If it wasn't obvious from Punk's promo, it appears WWE is looking to lower ticket prices through the summer. But WWE has managed to work the fact that fans can't afford to attend shows into a storyline, and that goes to show that nothing is off limits when it comes to what becomes content in 2026. But it wasn't just CM Punk who has an issue with this, as various wrestlers backstage have been pushing WWE to see ticket prices being reduced. Sources indicate to Body Slam that WWE and TKO are very aware of the discussions on social media surrounding ticket prices, especially heading into WrestleMania. Another source indicated that several top superstars have been pushing for the company to lower ticket prices as they believe that die-hard fans are being priced out and they want them to be able to attend shows in person and enjoy the product. One of these names is of course CM Punk, but names such as Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton have also questioned the pricing model over the past 12 months or so. I mean, Randy Orton himself was so stunned last year at WrestleMania 41 when these fans told him how much they paid for their tickets. This is definitely a long time coming, and finally TKO and WWE have the common sense to now reduce ticket prices. Right now you're having to take out a small mortgage just to get in the top tier seats.
Yeah, even Randy, I remember watching that video. Even Randy even looked at the ticket price. He was like, what the hell? That's how much these tickets cost? Holy shit. Nobody can afford that shit.
WWE also got community noted on X, as they actually removed the part of the promo which talked about CM Punk lowering ticket prices. When WWE put the promo up on X saying pipe bomb, the community note pointed out, the official WWE clip is edited and omits the end of CM Punk's promo where he calls on TKO, WWE's parent company, to lower ticket prices, saying he should tell his agent Ari Emanuel to do so. Next up, the real reason behind CM Punk's pipe bomb promo. Why
Oh
exactly
boy.
did WWE allow CM Punk to deliver the promo he did last night on Raw? A lot of Punk's comments last night, specifically relating to MAGA, The Rock, and Vince McMahon, seemed completely off script, but it's possible that
Yeah.
Triple H gave Punk a rough outline, and then Punk was able to do his own thing with the promo. One specific line from the promo has everyone talking, well, apart from the ticket prices. "I'll be damned if I'm gonna have you, somebody who kicked a football for a living, come to my business and talk about
So
me
good.
selling tickets and putting asses in
He was
seats.
cooking
You got a
the hell out of
receipt coming
Roman,
to
I
you."
ain't gonna
A
lie.
Punk would refer to McAfee as Pat McAfee, this being one of the first times the political allegiances of a wrestler has been mentioned in any capacity in the modern era. The promo is currently the talk of the pro wrestling world, so Punk deserves a ton of praise for getting everyone talking. Well, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider Elite, they reported that WWE had a plan for what they expected CM Punk to say on Raw, but he seemed to go off script and cut a completely different promo from the heart. We've not heard of any fallout from the promo, but we're also told much of what Punk said mirrors backstage frustration among talent over the last several weeks. We have heard from several talents who expressed frustration with the fact that tickets are priced so high that there are so many left for the top show of the year, and while there are so many available seats, only 2 comp tickets are being granted to talent for the night they are performing. Anything additional, they would need to purchase themselves. Next up are WWE teasing The Rock. The Pat McAfee show
Oh,
yesterday
boy.
once again featured him going off on fans and the WWE product as a whole. McAfee would once again draw attention to low ticket sales, and he also revealed that his partnership with Randy Orton is just the beginning and there are numerous layers to this story. McAfee would
still
also
don't
reveal
make
that
no
fans will
fucking
see what the two
sense.
are cooking at WrestleMania next weekend, and the use of the word cooking of course may suggest that The Rock is involved in this storyline. I'll be interested to see what other names.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Stop. 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 No, he's not, bro. Stop trying to hype us up with this shit. No, he's not. The Rock is not getting involved in this shit. No, he isn't. Just cut the bullshit. He's not. You already got Pat McAfee, man. The Rock wasn't. Why wasn't The Rock last year at WrestleMania when he played an integral part in John Cena turning heel? And then ever since then, he didn't come back. It was Travis Scott who came back. No sign of The Rock anywhere. So stop, TKO. He's not coming back. Good lord.
Are going to be involved in the story arc, and hopefully they'll be received better than the McAfee reveal was last Friday. Next up, Liv Morgan suffers a devastating injury. On Raw last
boy.
night, Stephanie Vaquer would push Liv Morgan
This was a
right
nasty
into Roxanne
thud.
Perez. And you didn't even need to have your volume up for this one, as it delivered a sickening thud. The thud was so dramatic that a lot of fans believed it was an added sound effect and wasn't a real sound,
No, that
but it
was
turns
real.
out that it was completely real. Unfortunately, there is now concern for both women involved, as according to Brian Alvarez on the Observer Radio, both women are now in concussion protocol. Both Liv and Roxanne in concussion protocol after they clonked skulls hard when Stephanie jumped Liv from behind. Hopefully we didn't just witness a disaster affecting WrestleMania. Liv Morgan showed off the injury on her X account, and it looks absolutely awful.
Ooh,
the bump is
holy
absolutely huge,
shit.
so they must have clocked each other pretty damn hard. Roxanne
Yeah.
Perez, who was also on the receiving end on the head-on-head collision, also
Alive
took
and
to
well,
Instagram to
y'all.
show off that she had a nasty bump too. Hers wasn't as big as Liv Morgan's, but she also wrote on the caption, "Alive and well, y'all." Now, this could be a total disaster for WWE, as Liv Morgan vs Stephanie Vaquer is one of the top matches planned for WrestleMania next weekend. Now, concussion protocols are complex in WWE and they can last a considerable amount of time, so naturally the match for the world title could indeed be off. As always, we here at WrestleMania will keep you posted on their medical status, and hopefully they are perfectly okay and Morgan vs Vaquer is able to go ahead as planned next weekend. Next,
Yeah, man. Wishing Liv a speedy recovery and also Roxanne. But yeah, this put their whole WrestleMania match in jeopardy. But health always comes first. But that was a nasty thud. I really thought that was a sound effect too. But no, that shit was real. And Liv's forehead, it was just as big as a golf ball. Like dead ass, bro. But we all know Liv. She's one tough SOB. Yeah, she took in a lot of pain these past couple years.
up, the final WrestleMania
still
card has
been
been
able to fight.
revealed. Now, the final WrestleMania match card has been revealed, and we now know which night will be hosting each respective match. On night 1, we've got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, The Vision and Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, Stephanie Vaquer vs Liv Morgan, the women's tag title showdown, and the main event, Cody Rhodes vs Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. As for night 2, it's Jade Cargill vs Rhea Ripley, Oba Femi vs Lesnar, ladder match for the Intercontinental title, Demon Balor vs Dominic Mysterio, Sami Zayn vs Trick Williams, and the main event of night 2, CM Punk vs Roman Reigns. What do you guys think of the final card to WrestleMania? Does it meet your expectations? Next up, former WWE star.
Yeah, I think night 1's a little bit better. Well, actually, matter of fact, never mind. I think night 2 might be better because Oba and Brock are going to go one-on-one. And then you obviously got the ladder match. I think that's going to steal the show. But yeah, man. The main event for night 1, I can give 2 fucks. Like dead ass. I hope Randy wins, but that really killed my mood.
Alberto Del Rio arrested again. Alberto El Patron, who wrestled as former WWE champion Alberto Del Rio, has now been arrested on alleged domestic violence charges. According to Miladio, Patron was arrested yesterday for allegedly verbally assaulting his girlfriend. The woman who suffered injuries to her face and arms called 911 to request police assistance. State Civil Guard officers arrived at the scene just as she was being assaulted and found the victim showing signs of violence, so they arrested the assailant. Now, this ain't the first time that Patron has been in legal trouble, and his mugshot is now widely available online. If he had any chances of going back to WWE, well, they're probably completely blown now. Next up is WWE teasing Brock vs Gunther. Or WWE teasing Brock Lesnar vs Gunther. It certainly seems that way after Raw last night. In a backstage segment between Gunther and Paul Heyman, Gunther would declare, "You owe me so much more than a very big thank you." This has now led to speculation that WWE is building towards Lesnar vs Gunther, potentially at SummerSlam, as this PLE could mark Brock Lesnar's final ever match in WWE. Next up, Netflix sent.
Hey, I'm down for that match, man. Gunther versus Brock, and Gunther retires Brock. Yeah, I'm down for that, man. Yeah, they're definitely teasing that match for sure, for sure.
During WWE. And when Netflix first acquired Raw last year, it was reported that they wouldn't be planning on censoring content in any way, shape or form. However, we've seen countless times over the past year that this isn't the case, and now it's been revealed that they have taken issue with the holy shit chants that have occurred during the Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar segments. Netflix has edited the segments on their platform and they are now dubbed in fans chanting "This is awesome" instead of "Holy shit." Now, it is a minor change, but it certainly impacts the authenticity of the segment, and it should have ultimately been left alone. Netflix definitely has far worse things on their platform, so is holy shit chants really that bad? Next up, Ric Flair sends prayers to rapper Offset. The WWE legend and Hall of Famer Ric Flair publicly expressed concern and support for rapper Offset after news broke out that Offset had been shot in Florida. Flair shared a message on social media sending prayers and wishing for Offset's recovery. Offset is a huge wrestling fan, and he recently appeared on WWE's Raw in February, backing Javon Evans in his match against Kofi Kingston. Right now, TMZ officials have been told that he is stable and being closely monitored. We're also sending out prayers to Offset for a full recovery.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Prayers off to Offset, man. Wish him a speedy recovery, man. You just hate seeing news like this, man. Like, dead ass, bro. Prayers to Offset on some real shit.
And finally, what happened after Raw? Our final story today looked at what occurred after Raw went off the air. Raw last night was unceremoniously cut short due to time constraints, but there was a ton more planned for the Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar segment. Once Raw went off the air, the bedlam continued and steel steps were even involved in being thrown around. The crowd was absolutely electric for the segment, and it's easy to see why fans are so keen to see the match headline WrestleMania next weekend. But there you have it, folks. Our look at Raw, as well as the wildest news.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for that match, bro. For real, for real. That's been by far the best WrestleMania build. By far, without question. And to be honest, they might as well main event. Because the CM Punk and Roman match, it's cool, but to be honest, bro, that build has been kind of iffy. This build right here has been carrying. Well, I won't say carry, but it's been by far the best WrestleMania build. Like, they've been fighting everywhere, man. Like, every time they see each other, it's on site. Like, for real, it's on site. But comment down below what y'all think about this video. Make sure y'all go subscribe to WrestleLamia. I'm finna drop the actual video in the description box like I said. Make sure y'all go like, subscribe to my channel. And this your boy LTD signing out. Peace.